Okay, this is a fun poem to write. It's a Hawaii poem. I mean, it's a place poem. If you're not in Hawaii, I wouldn't do a Hawaii poem. You want to do a place poem, your home base, your home base. Okay, and when I say Hawaii poem for us in Hawaii, the trick is you don't want to go with the cliche because we all have the TV commercial image of what Hawaii is, the white sand beach and the palm trees swaying and coconuts and all that. And it's true. We live in a beautiful place that has white sand beaches and coconut trees swaying, but it's become cliche. It sounds like a TV commercial. So avoid that and instead go for something real and specific that's different than the cliche that is your Hawaii, Hawaii to you. So you can start by brainstorming. These ideas came from other classes during the years prior. But it can be, I mean, some of these you'll notice are restaurants, Sam Troy's and He Hangs, Rainbow Drive-In, you know. But others are places out in nature like Manoa Stream, Bellows Beach, Waimea Bay, Waianae Mountain Range. And then there's these ones like Pearl Harbor, Arizona Memorial, and I guess Waikiki is down here. Those places are sort of famous landmarks. You could try doing a landmark if you wanted to, but you'd have to find a way to make it real and specific and personal, not the stereotype generic one. Okay, so start by brainstorming what places in Hawaii that are, you know, personal and special to you. Okay, and then you'll want to start thinking of the imagery. We cannot live without sights and sounds. We just can't. We have to have sights and sounds. Otherwise, we just aren't really there. Okay, now, and of course, if you can add smells and how it feels, that includes the temperature or anything that brushes against you, like wind. If you can do feels, that's really helpful, and it brings the reader into that place. And taste, but smells and tastes are harder to do, particularly taste, unless you're doing a restaurant. Okay, but think sensory imagery, because that will put us on the scene, and that's what you want. You want the reader to really be there and feel it. Let me show you this really cool one by Daniel Tamaru. He graduated a couple years ago, but I just love this poem. I really thought it would be an award winner. It didn't win an award, but I thought it would. The Charm of a Bakery, and this is about the Liliha Bakery. Okay, Charm of a Bakery. I love walking into Liliha Bakery on a Saturday morning when only a single ray of sunlight has peeked out of the clouds. The sparkling morning dew is sprinkled on the freshly cut lawns in front of nearby homes of people who won't wake for another few hours. They can envelop themselves in the warmth of fresh blankets, but I'll gladly take the warm ovens, the sweet aroma of fresh bread warming body and soul, making everything seem as it is supposed to be, like grandmother's house, but better. A line of devoted customers patiently waits aside large glass refrigerators filled with sacred Cocoa Puffs, delicate pastries filled with smooth chocolate and topped with a perfect swirl of rich chantilly like snow atop peaks. An orchestra of cooks, bakers, and waitresses work rhythmically behind the counter, playing to the steady metronome of customers' orders that includes the likes of Portuguese sausage, eggs over easy, and fluffy pancakes piled high. The beat of clinking plates and the shuffle of utensils resonate through the air. Here, cholesterol is converted to smiles. Coffee and its enchanting scent lingers, and butter is simply a precious gift from cows to human. Man, I love that poem. Go Daniel! This is a cool poem because he just packs it with the details and imagery of the Liliha Bakery. I can so see this place. In fact, I had not been to Liliha Bakery until I read this poem, and then I said, Daniel, because of you, I must go there. And I saw the refrigerator filled with the Cocoa Puffs. I bought some of those. They were good. And the chantilly like snow atop peaks. Oh my gosh. Go Daniel. Awesome poem. Thanks, Daniel. So this poem is of a specific place in Hawaii, and he just packs it with descriptive imagery so you really feel the place. I like that one. Here's one I wrote about the Ko'olaus because I used to live on the Kaneohe side, and I just felt, what have I done in my life to deserve to see this just gorgeous view every morning and every night driving to school? It just struck me. And also because these aren't really bone. I mean, they're not, they're like curtains, these mountains. They're so eroded, right? So they're not what they were, but they're so gorgeous like that. And when the waterfalls go down the crevices, stunning. Okay, so this poem is about the Ko'olaus. It's a sort of a tribute to my commute. The Ko'olaus. Untold years of erosion have left but the brittle skeleton of these mountains, sharp bones overlaid in green gauze vegetation, clinging to sparse rock, to air. And for all they have lost, for all these mountains aren't anymore. Each morning as dawn cracks on the windward side and I drive past and through them, I feel I ought to work my own fingers to the bones that I have witnessed such stark beauty. That's how I felt. And so I'm glad I captured it. I'm so excited that I have a poem that captures how I felt about those mountains. All right, so your job is to write a Hawaii poem. Think of a place. Pick somewhere, brainstorm some imagery about it, and then start digging in. Okay, this one is going to take some drafts, so don't be too picky right off the beginning. Just get more ideas than you need, more ideas than you'll eventually include, and then we can, trim away at stuff and make it really good. This one could be an award winner. I mean, Daniel's obviously could, but yours could too. All right, get going.